I'd like to welcome you here this afternoon. This is Miss Teerink's first grade class. I'm Linda Van Weston, their music teacher, and we will be presenting the musical program, The Little Red Hen. I'd like to give a shout out to Mrs. Teerink, and to Miss Floor, I would say right, and Miss Floor for their help, because a lot of help went into getting lines learned and things done, and to Mr. Nelson for recording for us. So we hope you enjoy our show. Next after we start, real quick here. I'll just take this.
Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who lived on a big farm. She had several fluffy yellow chicks, and you see lots of animal friends. One morning, as the little red hen was scratching around the barnyard, she uncovered some grain of wheat. Excited at her big discovery, she called out to her friends and neighbors, saying, "If we plant these lovely seeds, we'll have more grain than we need." Who will help me sow the seeds? I rather not do it alone. Oh, who will help me sow the seeds? I can do it on my own, but I rather not do it alone. Now I said the seed of my eye, said the Lord of my eye, said the seed of my eye, said the seed of my eye, said the seed of So the little red hen planted the seeds all by herself. What a lovely day to plant my seeds. After many days of beautiful sunshine, and nights of soft rain, to grow and grow and grow and grow. Thrilled with the tall golden grain, she called out to her friends and neighbors, saying, If we eat this, we will have blood to eat. Who will help me eat the wheat? I'd rather not do it alone. Oh, who will help me eat the wheat? I could do it on my own, but I'd rather not do it alone. So the little hen reaped the weeds all by herself. What a lovely day to reap the weeds. Very carefully she cut the wheat and tied it into bundles. The next day it was time to take the wheat to the mill so it could be ground into flour. Eagerly she called out to her friends and neighbors, saying, If we take this to the mill, we will certainly have our fill. So the little red hen trudged off to the mill with her large bundles of grain. What a lovely day for a walk to the mill. In a few hours she was back home in the barnyard with a lovely sack of fine flour. By this time, the little red hen and her chicks were quite hungry. We are hungry, we want food. Anxiously, she called out to her friends and neighbors, saying, When we turn this flour into bread, we will have meals for days ahead. Who will help me bake the bread? I'd rather not do it alone. Oh, who will help me bake the bread? I could do it on my own, but I'd rather not do it alone. So the little red hen rolled out the dough all by herself. Nothing but a lovely day to roll out the dough and bake some bread. She kneaded it with care, rolled out the dough, formed a loaf, and carefully placed it in the oven. Before long, the animals began to gather as they smelled the delicious smell of baking bread. And the little red hen busied herself setting the table with plates, glasses, napkins, silverware, and fresh butter.
Wow, this is rough. Really rough.
Meow. I will have a little bit of milk with my bread. Maybe she will have some crackers too. Move over. Let's not have it a secret.
Now that the bread is made, we wonder if one will be invited to come join the crew for a little night. At the table, with the little red hen. At the table, just tell us when. Now that the bread is baked, we wonder when you will be invited to join the crew for a little stay. At the table, with the little red hen. At the table, just tell us when. At the table, just tell us when.
When the bread was made to a perfect gold brown, the little red hen and her chicks sat down. As they were about to enjoy their special feast, the little red hen noticed all of her partner friends nearby. She smiled sweetly, turned to them, and read a poem. So many times I asked for help, but you were not inclined to give me your assistance, your support, or your time. So now that the deed is done and we have bread to eat, don't you feel a little guilty that you didn't help plant the wheat or come to my assistance when it was time to grind it or even knead to dough? No, you didn't even mind it. The animals hung their heads into shame. The little red hen was right. They didn't deserve any reward as they didn't do anything right.
Wow, it must have been rough. I'm sorry.
Meow. I have no excuse. Cat's got my tongue. I'm sorry. I ducked out. Many times you asked for help. Sorry. The way we treated you was utterly disgraceful. That's not the way how friends should be. The little red hen truly believed that each of the animals had learned an important lesson. After gathering them together, she made room for each and every one of them around her table. A lesson that you each have learned. You only get what you have on. And the next time that someone thinks to ask, I hope you help them to do the task. In the meantime, take a seat and share the goodness that comes from
Growing wheat!